In this video, we are going to look at finding the perimeter of an isosceles triangle. Now, first example is to remind ourselves about what perimeter is and about the properties of an isosceles triangle. In the my turn question, we can see that we have an isosceles triangle with a base of 9 centimetres and a side of 18. We should know that this side here is exactly the same length as that side there, therefore this side is also 18 centimetres. The perimeter of a shape is found by adding up all of the sides. If I pick this corner, I can see I need to add 18, 9 and 18 to get back to the start. So 18, add 9, add 18, gives me a perimeter of this triangle of 45 centimetres. Press pause to try this question here. Your turn. We have a isosceles triangle with a base of 3 centimetres and a side of 12. Isosceles triangles mean that this side and that side are equal as noted with these marks here. When I find the perimeter, I go from a point on the shape and travel all the way around until I get back to the start. So 12, add 3, add 12, gives me my perimeter. Which gives me 27 centimetres. Now these questions were straightforward because we were given all the information we needed. We just needed to apply some additional information about isosceles triangles to be able to get to our perimeter. The next question, if we look on this page for my turn, we're asked to find the perimeter. However, this time I do not know all of the sides. I do know that this side here is 11 centimetres. I do not know what the base value is. However, I am told that the perpendicular height of this isosceles triangle is 10. At this point, I can apply my understanding of Pythagoras to help me work out what the base value is. I would suggest when you do this, you draw yourself a right angle triangle. We can see that within this shape, I have that right angle triangle. And I'm going to draw one of those here. Where my hypotenuse is 11 and my perpendicular height is 10. And I am looking to find out what half of the base of the main triangle is. As we said, this is my hypotenuse. That means I'm trying to find a shorter side. I do that using my subtraction rule. That means I am looking for 11 squared, take away 10 squared. That gives you an answer of the root of 21 and finally 4.58 centimetres to 2 decimal places. This is the distance of half of the base. Therefore, to go back here, I need to multiply it by 2, which gives me a base value of 9.16. I can now use that to find the perimeter by working my way around the shape as I did before. So starting at the top, 11 plus 9.16 plus 11 takes me back to the start. which gives me a perimeter of 31.16 centimetres. Press pause while you try the your turn question. In this question, I have an isosceles triangle and I'm asked to find the perimeter. I have a base of 6 centimetres and a perpendicular height of 13. I do not know what the equal length sides are worth. I do know that I can change this into a right angle triangle if I cut it in half. I will draw that to the side to help me identify the parts of the right angle triangle. I know that the height is 13. I know the half of the base of the full triangle is 3 because the full length is 6, therefore half of the length is 3. I know that the hypotenuse is across from the right angle, which means I am trying to find out what this hypotenuse is this time. That means I need to use this formula now, where I look to add the square of both sides. That means I have got the square root of 13 squared plus 3 squared. That gives me the square root of 178 and in turn gives me a length of 13.34 for the hypotenuse. That means this side is 13.34. That side is also 13.34. I can now calculate the perimeter by looking for the distance around the shape. So starting here, I have 13.34, add the 6, add the 13.34, takes me back to the beginning. Which gives me a perimeter of 32.68 centimetres.